Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. I want to talk to you guys today about the popper. You know, it's the fall time of year. There's a lot of dead vegetation underneath the water. There's a lot of down structure, a lot of down timber. It's a good time to use a popper early in the morning, you know, later in the day. You know, in particular, I want to talk to you about the Strike King KVD splash popper. This is the chenille color. So, I mean, it's a good, you always want to have a white bottom, in my opinion. And you can see it has a little bit of green. So it kind of ties in some of the bluegill too as well. So this is an all-around good color to use either up north or down south. The most important thing is a loop knot when you use this bait. So the loop knot I use, I tend to use a larger loop knot. You want to leave a loop knot in this bait because that's what gives it the real true action of this bait. If you tie directly to the little loop here, you're going to restrict this bait. So you always want to tie a loop knot. You know, I use this on a 7-foot rod, medium heavy power, fast action. I got it tied off to a fluorocarbon leader, 12 pound, and I still have it, you know, back to my main line, which is a 20-pound braid. You want to throw this bait in a, you know, around area that you're not going to get hung up on. So, you know, right now in the fall, there's a lot of dead lily pad and grass that's underneath the water, you know, down structure along the banks that you're going to want to cast this at. And, you know, bait fish right now are small. They tend to hang at the surface. Bass are always looking up. So you throw this around the, you know, the cover, the edges, you know, around here where you got some of this down, you know, dead timber or down timber right here. The fish are going to be hanging by that as well. So this is a great bait to use for the fall time and even during the summer months, you know, early in the morning, late in the day when it's, you know, starting to get dusk, and throw this bait underneath any of your, you know, where the trees overhang, where the shade is, you know, any of your shade lines or any area where it's, you know, you're on the flats and there's a lot of dead grass, you know, and other things that's underneath the surface where the bass are going to be hanging out and looking up at this bait. You know, it's a reaction style type of bait. You know, it's a great bait to use any time of the year, but I tend to use it more in the fall, and, you know, it works out great. And it's got a lot of action. You know, it makes a lot of commotion on the surface. And what I do is I cast it by the shore and I'll just pop, let it sit for quite a bit. Get that attention at first, then pop, I'll let it sit, and then a couple, like 3 pops, and I let it sit for quite a bit. Gives the bass a chance to look at what they want to go after. And I like to use this bait early in the morning or at dusk. This way the bass here see the action, but they don't necessarily see the bait completely. They're curious and they're going to want to come up and grab it. And once they grab it, don't hook set right away. Just give it like a second before you give a, you know, do a hook set. This way the bass can grab all that water, you know, the lure and everything into its mouth before you set that hook. So I can promise you, you tie one of these things on and you will have a blast. Top water action is the best for the fall time of year. So grab one today, tie it on, and have some fun. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you on the water. Thanks for watching.